Chapter 19. Friends? No? Anna Veronica comes from the land of the midnight sun. She comes from the land of fjords and mountains. She comes from the land of trolls and fairy tales. And she comes from the land of winter wonderland. She always welcomes the wonders of winter, not the cold, slippery, rainy weather that they have seen more of these past years. No, she loves it when the newly fallen white snow covers the landscape and her skis move smoothly past open landscape, through thick forests, up and down hills. She loves it when the sun laughs from a clear blue sky and when the light and the cold sing together. She loves it when piles of snow grow heavy on the trees and when thousands of diamonds twinkle like an endless ocean of stars in the snow. Anna Veronica feels elated when white fairy tale clouds rise in the horizon, showing their well-shaped muscles towards the endless sky. She loves it all. After Odin dies, Anna Veronica and Alexander go to Norway, where they spend a lot of time in nature and by a river looking for a stone for his grave. When words can do nothing, spending time outside and doing some physical work is good. They find a beautiful stone, and 2 weeks later they go back to Denmark. Anna Veronica's heart is bleeding with her son. The grieving is brutal. After a couple of months, Anna Veronica goes back to Norway. She rents a cheap corner in a storage room where she stores what is left of her earthly goods. It can all fit into a small car by now. She's going to stay with her mom for some time. The need for some kind of stability is getting stronger. If it were not for Jacob, he and Anna Veronica would probably not be in contact by now, but he is persistent and keeps writing to her. He is forever in her heart, of course, and she loves to hear from him. He has even begun to call her every now and then, just to chat. It's always lovely to hear his voice and talk about this and that. For years she's been doing her best to move on with her life and accept that he chooses to stay in his marriage, but after another 18 months they decide to meet up for a couple of days in Ireland. It is the 3rd time they go to the land of poets and legends, dreamers and rebels. Anna Veronica is at the airport when Jacob writes to her that he is running late. She knows that he left early to be there in time, but he has got a long drive and there is heavy traffic and a car accident on the highway. Anna Veronica, the adventurer, takes the train to the city centre to have a look around. She is only carrying hand luggage, so all is well. From the busy streets she can see a hilltop with some old ruins, monuments and beautiful buildings. This is just her thing, and after asking for directions, she finds the path that leads to the top. Anna Veronica spends some time walking around the area, taking in the breathtaking view over the city, the marvelous mix of old and new buildings, the castle, the sea, the rolling hills, the soft mountains, and the great green fields in the distance. She is in Mother Ireland. Afterwards, Anna Veronica goes to a cafe where she orders a salad. She is waiting and waiting. This is the story of her life since she met Jacob. She enjoys the meal and watches people on the street. It's a habit she has, and she's always fascinated by the thought that every person on this planet, young and old, have their own unique story to tell. Hours pass, and after some time Jacob writes her that his GPS was set on the airport, so now he is there. Anna Veronica is a bit reluctant to go back outside because it's getting late in the afternoon and colder. She orders a cappuccino so that she can stay inside a little longer and drinks it in one little sip at a time. She's pondering about this trip and for a few moments closes her eyes, relaxes as much as she can, and quietly asks herself, "What am I here to learn?" The answer comes to her straight away. You are here to learn to be with God. A little later, Anna Veronica goes outside. Jacob is still not there, so she decides to go for a walk and look for a cheap motel where she can stay, just in case. Maybe she should just spend the days here on her own writing her novel. That would be time well spent. Then Jacob calls her. He has found the address that she sent him and is waiting around the corner. He is sorry he is late. Anna Veronica does not mind. Her life has been so uncertain and unpredictable for years, so she's just fine. The days together are good, but Anna Veronica is tired and much of the magic between them is gone. Well, almost gone had it not been for that last night. Darn. As always, they enjoy driving around the area, talking, laughing, watching the scenery, and stopping in small towns to grab a meal or a coffee. It's not the first time that they talk about being friends, and they are both happy to be so. Jacob is in a better place than Anna Veronica, and he encourages her to do some more exercising. She's almost too tired to respond and has forgotten all her good excuses. When it's time to pack their stuff and head for the airport, Jacob looks at her. It's almost a look of defeat. "I hope you will call me one day and tell me that you have arranged the fight." He refers to the wrestling match and holds his hand to his ear to imitate a phone call. "I hope you will call me one day too and tell me you got that divorce." Anna Veronica does the same. She holds her right hand to her ear. This is how they say goodbye. Two stubborn people with a crazy connection. One will not get a divorce. The other will not fight for a married man. It's as simple and as complicated as that. Back in Norway, Anna Veronica gets work in a high school. They need someone to step in at short notice, and she needs this now. Her second application to receive unemployment benefits is rejected, and she is once again running low on shillings. The school asks if she can take 2 classes, but with old stress already rampant in her body, she can only manage 1. Luckily, they seem to understand. Anna Veronica must not give up this time. She has got to do this, no matter what. She has got to hang in there, but is soon beginning to feel sick at the thought of going to work. No, 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 no. She must do this. She must. She cannot give up this time. So as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough break down in desperate prayer. Anna Veronica is curled up in bed with her arms around her bent knees. She's feeling sick from stress. No more. This must stop. She cannot take it any more. No more. She begins to pray. Please, God, I want to live. I don't want to die. Please set me free. Please heal the cells in my body. Please release me from the stress. Please set me free. If I'm going to stay here on this planet, I want to live. I want to live my life. I don't want to die. If I'm going to die, that's fine. But if I'm going to stay here, I want my health back. I want my finances back. I want a second chance. Please, God, please. I ask for your help to heal me. I don't want to die. I want to live. Anna Veronica continues to pray until she is so tired she falls asleep. When she wakes up the next day, she's feeling some relief and continues to pray. I only want to be with you, God. I only want to be in a state of love. I want to live my life in gratitude and appreciation for everything. I want to embrace life. I want to be with God. I want to be with Source. I don't want other people's drama in my life. I want to be with my Creator. I want to be in love with creation. I want to feel safe and protected with God and no other person. I don't want to be with Jacob. I want to be with God. Please, God, I want to be with you. From this point on, Anna Veronica starts every morning praying to be with God, to be in a state of happiness and joy. No matter what has been, what could have been, what she has wanted, what she has not wanted, who she has met, who she has not met, whatever has happened in her life, whatever has not happened, Anna Veronica only wants to be with God. The thought of Jacob's voice no longer makes her drift into the cosmos, remembering her soul. The memory of sweet touches, gentle kisses, laughing and talking, honesty, tenderness, and wild and sweet love-making seem to belong to another time. Anna Veronica is just in love now. Jacob only showed up in her life to teach her to love herself and to find God in her own heart. At least she understands it now and is on her way. The painful separation, the longing and the heartache, the craving of the body and the mind, the obsession, the pain, the hurt, it was all part of the journey. At school one day, Anna Veronica watches the film Blood Diamond with her students when she realizes that the diamonds on the needle from one of her ancestors could actually be blood diamonds. She gives it back to Pachamama. She digs a hole in the ground by a special stone and leaves it there, together with a prayer that war must stop and that children be protected. If those diamonds carry the energy of war, weapons, child labor, child soldiers, and the blood of innocent people, there is no way she will keep it. Then the corona crisis hits the world, and Anna Veronica can teach from home.